Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Sean, and today we are going to be looking at the second drift comp that I entered. This is round 5 of the SoCal Super Drift Championship, leading up to the finals here in October. Did a little bit better, but also a little bit worse than my first competition in some different ways, but we're going to go over that today and check out some of the action. So thank you for joining me, subscribe if you're not already, and let's get right into it.
Joe threw it up on the screen. Alright guys, so it's the same. Every single month it's the same expectations, same style of judging, same. So we're gonna go over real quick with you guys. Lead cars are gonna be starting on the inside during qualifying, and more questions going once, going twice. Slow to nobody. Let's get going.
You guys know the drill. It's pretty straightforward. Been doing it for years. We're doing run groups. I got group 1, group 2, group 3.
So based on the way the numbers were drawn, I was in group 2, so I could watch some of group 1 go and a little bit of their qualifying while I kind of followed and just saw what they were doing so I could make sure I tried to do the same in mine. This track was difficult. It was run backwards compared to normal, and also it was much longer of a actual course with clipping points than I've ever seen before, so it took some challenge. You can see it's almost the full length of the track. That would normally be the start of the front straight, and it ends right there, about 12 feet but from where it started. It was also full of danger. That little orange edge right there on that wall where the pit lane started was completely exposed coming around the sweeper, and I managed to hit it in practice, so that threw a little bit of a wrench into my day. Still worked out. I just had some weird steering issues that I'm still trying to figure out. I got to get some ball links and just some little cups and stuff to figure out what's all messed up in there still. It was kind of cool. They had the live stream on TVs all around the inside, so no matter where you were, you could see what was going on. Caught him coming around there. But yeah, this track was really fun to drive backwards, and I've noticed a few times over the last week or two at practice, just on practice nights, guys were running it backwards if no one was out there, because it's really cool. That front straight is actually a little bit slimmer than the back normal straight where you come around, and I got caught up in one of the walls on the. Here I am starting to get ready for my qualifying. I was like midway into the group, so I got to just throw my car out there and hang out for a few minutes. So standard protocol is that each group will get all their cars in the right order in the pit lane before they even start the qualifying. That way, once that round of qualifying starts, they can just kind of keep rolling through and keep it moving. So there we are, all trying to figure out what number we are and what place in line we were going to be. Joey doesn't like it when people aren't ready, so make sure your stuff's on point. It can get a little stressful. Everybody's kind of in the zone, trying to figure out their driving, figure out what their line, not trying to be nervous. But in the end, we all get there, and show gets on the road. Alright, it's my turn to go, and I'm nervous. Car doesn't feel great, and like I said, the track is huge, so we're going to get right into it. Honestly, didn't start off too bad. Came in a little bit shallow on some of my beginning lines, but cleaned it up a bit until right around the last corner, so you're going to have to wait to see that. But it's coming, don't worry. You'll see it. I do hit the first clipping zone pretty well, the first X. Do alright here. Honestly, not too bad throughout the first like 3/4 of it. Hit my transition a little bit late, but was able to kind of push it out. That came around clean, which was nice because that was a little bit hard to get in practice. The sweeper going opposite was a challenge, and I was scared of that corner, which you can see I get close to there, and then that happened. I don't know what happened. I kind of just threw it too hard, a little too late, so I think I overthrew it, and the wheels just got locked in the direction I was going. So I zeroed out on that one. Super embarrassed. Just pretended like it didn't happen though, and then we had to get right into the second one. Again, I get close to the X. Throw it around there. Not too bad. A little shallow here though. Tightened it up to the wall there. I was still nervous, so I was trying to play it safe, but I knew I had to get some points if I was going to get any. Again, brought it around pretty clean. Made that look alright. Got more of it on that one. Too tight on that still again though. Too close to the inside. That was clean, and I threw it a little late and tapped the wall again. So that double zeroed me out in my qualifying, but that's alright. We still go into the bottom 16. I went outside and looked at some cool cars when I was sad. And then watched a couple of the other guys go, got a couple clips. Me and this guy actually, the first competition I was in, we both drove. It was both our first time, so I wanted to get some clips of him running again. He's a local at Vertex. Yeah, this course was difficult. And there was really we didn't really know, we didn't get told or anything that we were going to be running backwards from the beginning. So nobody really knew nobody was really practicing before the event. But yeah, I think qualifying for everybody was pretty challenging. I don't think too many people got over a 50 or a 60, and there was a good little group of guys that were in like the, I think 70s to 80 range, which was pretty cool. They were really sending it. Alright, here's Vittorio's run in qualifying. He's one of the local guys who has been killing it lately. His run is a really cool Pokemon inspired body. And yeah, we'll get right into his run. Well, you can see what a real run should look like. See how far out he gets. The angle's insane. See, there's a lot of brake work too. I've noticed a lot of guys are running those little GR86 bodies in the comps. I'm still running my boat, as I like to call it. That thing is probably got 3 inches of length on most of these little bodies. So I gotta play a little differently when I'm tandeming and also in my qualifying. My qualifying is easy because I don't really have to think about it, but when I start my tandems, that's when things get a little funky. Oh, real quick, this is a Scale Garage by Blown RCs. Go check him out on Instagram. This thing is so cool. I can't even imagine how much time he put into it. He's probably still putting time into it all the time, just making it cooler and cooler. But yeah, this thing's sweet. Had it out in the lobby so everybody could take photos with their cars in it. Just super cool. The creativity is insane. Go, there's his socials right there. A little intermission, like I said. We were watching Vittorio's qualifying, and in between, I think round 3 is probably happening around now for qualifying, so we're just taking a little break before we get into the bottom 16s. So this is Shane Collins on his qualifying run. He has been killing it lately too. I think he TQ'd the last round. And Everybody was pretty excited to see what he was going to do this round. Definitely threw it down. I believe he's running a Rhino Racing Shark also. Yeah, we're watching his second round from the front desk. They had live stream on the TV as well, or on the computer as well, so the guys working the counters could watch. It's always a good time hanging out with everybody. Jonathan from tap 1. Oop, there we go. It's a fun angle.
All right, car number 5, second attempt. Let's see if he can get some more points on the board. Car 6 are out. I got Alex.
Did the trophy spread all out for everybody to see for the local round championship and the night winner as well, because it was the final round before the finals, which I'm excited. I hopefully am going to be able to come watch some of the finals in October. I know I got some trips planned around then. It's a busy month for me, but we're going to try to catch a little bit of it. It's a good looking car. Again, this is just more qualifying. There was probably, I was number 31. There was probably over 40 people, I'd say, signed up for the night. This night went a little bit quicker though. We stayed late just to watch everybody kind of finish up, but the night went a little bit quicker in the sense that the last competition there was a little bit of an error on judging and they had to re-judge a whole round. So they had to let a whole round rerun. Alright, at this point, this is before the group photo and before the bottom 16. They let people come out and do a bunch of practice for 10 to 15 minutes and the judges get to take a break. So, a bunch of people just running laps, practicing their tandems, trying to bang some doors and get a feel for everything. It's weird, you're sitting around cold for a bit. You don't drive for sometimes 30, 40 minutes. Sometimes some of these guys don't drive for a couple hours until their next round if they made it to the top 16. So this is pretty crucial for people to get their feeling back in their fingers and get a little bit of a vibe for what it's going to be like. Nasty. Look at that. That was crazy. Alright, group photo time. Everybody lines up their cars. Smiles, says cheese. Gets some photos for Instagram. You know the deal. Alright, let's hop right into my first bottom 16 appearance. These are always the toughest part for me. Even on like nights where I go to practice, I'm always just trying to like follow people and get better at chasing them down. Because I make a lot of mistakes in my follows a lot of times. My leads are usually decent because I don't think about it too much, but once I start following people, I just start thinking too much. So here it is. And honestly, you guys are lucky you're seeing this, not gonna lie, because this was a little rough for me. Starts off alright. Just trying to chase down. So like I said, I'm nervous and chasing is not my best. Again, there it is. Just making little mistakes. Getting caught up in not trying to hit him from behind. I just do weird stuff sometimes. So yeah, here we go. We're just coming around. Trying to make up some distance on him. Threw it a little too hard. Still having some issues with my steering too at this point. But we're just trying to get through it because what can you do? Alright, so it's my turn to lead. Come out here. Not too bad. He's doing a good job following too. He falls off a little bit there. I hit all these pretty spicy. I came through pretty well. I think that right there might have been what did him in on that round. Although, like you saw from my first round, it wasn't pretty even. And then I overcooked it and sent it straight to a wall. Alright, so we're going to be waiting for the judges here to see what they say. Again, I'm not proud of any of this, but it happened. It's all part of it. The giggles got me. I don't think they knew what to do either.
All right, you guys heard it. 31 takes the win on that one. 31 takes the win on that one. I think he had a clean run overall.
Yeah, I'm not sure how. I think it was just whatever the judges saw was a combination of, I think his mistake happened before I made my mistake in my lead, and then my mistake happened before, and there must have just been something there they saw. I don't know. Either way, I'm not proud of it, but it's got me into the next round, so we'll take it. Alright, we're jumping right into my next qualifying round. That was the first time I'd ever gone through a battle, so this was not too long after that. I just pulled back in line and got lined up for this. Believe I'm going against Dallas. He's a really good driver, so I was pretty nervous. Let's see how I do. I don't really remember, to be honest. Not too bad so far. I did stay too close though, and you can see I hit the wall there. But technically I already lost this round. I just didn't want to make as many mistakes like I did the first time, so I was trying to clean it up a little bit, but I did not. Hey, that's how it goes. Still learning, honestly. Don't be nervous. You're probably not going to do that much worse than I did. I would be impressed. I'd probably give you kudos if you did, because I goofed. So, just have fun. Alright, we're switching it up. My turn to lead. Let's see how I do. Right on the wall. Nice. I knew if I had any chance to get through another round, I had to just drive the heck out of my car and hope that he made a worse mistake than I did, which I didn't really knew wasn't going to happen. I had watched him practice. We'd driven together a few times and he was dialed. Did have a little bit more send in that one, so I don't know how that affects into things. He brought it back pretty nice. I made more mistakes though in that corner. I just couldn't figure that last turn out. But I was much more confident in that one. Definitely knew I had more mistakes though. So he advances, and that ended my night of driving right there. But if you guys want to stick around, I'm going to go through a bunch of the clips throughout the night of the other tandems and battles, and you're welcome to keep watching. Alright, here is a good battle between Daniel, one of Super G's team drivers, and Vittorio. Both are definitely top tier, and it's always fun watching them battle each other. Both running the GR86 bodies. This thing's is nimble. This whole layout's really fast paced, so you really gotta just keep the same line, keep the same flow. Ooh, a little mistake there. Track was hard. Even some of the top guys were making mistakes. So, you never know what to expect. Here's another one, Super G's team driver is Alan, leading in the super body. That thing's clean. Alan helped me out a lot in the beginning, just getting my car dialed and figure things out. And he's a really, really good driver. Forcing a little mistake. Make it look easy. Need to practice with him some more. Learn some of these lines. As the night progressed, the driving just got better and better. It's Jason Fordyce and one of Tech 1 team drivers. These guys are just dialed. Matching all the angle, going deep in all the corners. In this next one, we got a couple of the Tech 1 guys going against each other. Jonathan is with the gold livery on the body with all the shiny stickers, and the other guy is one of the top in the series right now. He drives out from Vegas, and he's been killing it. Yeah, these guys send it. Trying to keep the pace and staying tight with everybody was a little bit difficult because the track was so long and the straightaways gave so much room for just pulling a gap on people if you really pushed it. So you can see guys fighting to keep up and keep the proximity. I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but this was a really cool battle. Just the driving was incredible on this one. It's Jason Fordyce and Miko Yang. Team Super G and Team Red D. But yeah, just the angles, the flow, the proximities, everything's insane on this one. I think this was a top 16 getting closer to top 8, or this may have been a top 8, I can't quite remember. Alright, that was a great run. We're going to get into the final run of the night here. It's going to be a couple of them. I'll cut them up though. These got pretty good. This was a final battle for first place. I ended up going to a one more time, and then they almost couldn't judge that because it was so good. So we'll let some of this play through and just see how the driving started in this round. And yeah, it eventually goes to the point where they wanted to see him do it all over again. Alright, here is the chase. Got things switched up. Still for part of their first go at it. Absolutely dialed though. At this point in the night, my camera was starting to die, so the stabilizer kind of stopped working. A little extra shaky, I apologize. Alright, so that one is almost up, and then we'll get into what the judges have to say next.
Alright, so we appreciate the patience. We were going for both runs because we had some recollection that there were some errors on both lead and chase for both drivers. Nothing extreme, but enough to influence the decision. So we found one of the drivers was shallow going through the last zone, another driver was shallow trying to cross over the X, and then on chase, one of them missed the zone following the leading car. So with having 2 areas on both fronts for leading and chase, we're going to choose to go with it one more time.
Wow. It's down to one more time. So pretty much the guys are saying they both made errors, someone told after the X, one guy kind of streamed out a little bit, the other guy kind of messed.
Exactly, yeah. These errors were extremely similar as well.
Yeah.
So like, one of them missed zone 1 and one of them missed zone 4. One of them fell offline on their lead after zone 2 and one of them fell off their lead on zone 4. So very similar issues between both runs. And not to cancel each other out and cause it one more time. So we definitely want to see it cleaned up a little bit, make sure we hit that qualifying line.
Alright, you guys heard, as you guys observed, they both have some mistakes that are very similar to each other. So with that being said, we're going to go down to one more time battle.
Alright, here's the final round. The first one is pretty nasty. This one's already so not crazy. Pull out an angle a little bit more. That one was but that was dialed. The whole thing was dialed. So this is a hard one to figure out. I believe I have been making a decision here.
What a run. Let's go. We're going to watch the replay while the judge is delivering. Of course, we gotta watch the replay. It is such a good run. This is a one more time battle. I mean, you guys saw the first round that they did.
Right at the end of zone 4, and when it gets to picking them apart and final details, this is going to secure Alfredo for the win. Now, Alfredo will take the first place.
You guys are so at that final zone, you can kind of see Brett struggle a little bit to try to maintain.
Alright, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys all for watching. Subscribe, like if you haven't. Leave me a comment, let me know what you thought, and I will see you in the next one.